The truth about why first love feels so magical and why it hurts so much after. Hey guys, welcome back to Keep Calm, Margo. Today we're diving into something a little tender, a little nostalgic, and for some of us a little painful. Yep, I'm talking about first love. The butterflies, the dreams, the drama, and the heartbreak. Why does that first love feel like magic? And more importantly, why does it sting so deeply when it ends? Let's talk about it. Chapter 1. First love hits different. First love is intense, like capital I intense. Everything is new, your heart races when they text you, you start romanticizing shared eye contact like you are living in a Lana Del Rey song, and suddenly you believe in soulmates, twin flames, and the happily ever afters. Why? Because it is new. Your brain's never experienced this chemicals roller coaster before. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, all the good stuff. It's not just emotions, it's science. You are literally high on love. And because you've never been burned before, you go in all the way. No fear, no hesitation, just reckless romantic hope. And honestly, that's kind of beautiful. Also, this is the first time you are building your identity with someone else in the mix. You are learning what kind of partner you are. You are learning how it feels to care that deeply about someone who isn't family. And that's a game changer. Chapter 2. The fantasy feels real. First love isn't just about the person, it's about the fantasy you build around them. Maybe you imagine your future together, maybe it's just prom, or your first apartment, or a dog named Morty, but that fantasy feels real. You are not just falling in love with someone, you are falling in love with the story you are creating in your head. And when that story breaks apart, it hurts. First love sets the bar. It's the template you unknowingly start comparing the future relationships to. Even when you are not conscious of it, that emotional imprint lingers. And because it's your first time being all in, the stakes feel enormous. You thought love was supposed to look like this, and when it ends, you are not just losing a person, you are losing a future you thought was guaranteed. Chapter 3. No armor, no filters. Here's the thing, first love hurts more because you are not wearing emotional armor yet. You haven't built your walls, you don't have your go-to coping strategies or your "they were never that great anyway" playlist. You're just exposed. You let someone see the real you, and when it ends, it can feel like rejection of your entire being, even though it isn't. With first love, you haven't learned to guard certain parts of yourself yet. Your dreams, your fears, your weird playlist, your awkward texts. It's all laid out, raw and unfiltered. That vulnerability is what makes it magical, and what makes the ending feels like devastation. Chapter 4. Lessons in Heartbreak. You know the classic breakup line, you never forget your first. That's because first heartbreak teaches you lessons no one else can. How to pick up the pieces when your world feels shattered. How to self-soothe. How to rebuild your identity outside of someone else. That pain, it's not just about losing love. It's about losing the version of yourself you were with them. But guess what? That version of you, they were brave, they believed in love without fear, and they deserve a round of applause. First love teaches you emotional independence. It teaches you how to be your own home. And while it's painful, it's also wildly empowering. Chapter 5. The glow of nostalgia. Even years later, first love has this weird glowing quality. You can look back and still smile, or wince, or both. But nostalgia isn't always about wanting them back. It's about honoring the moment, that version of love, that version of you. It's like a song from high school. Maybe it's not your favorite anymore, but the moment those chords play, you are there. In that car, on that night, feeling everything all at once. You grew, you learned, and that magic, it doesn't just disappear, it evolves. Chapter 6. Moving on but not erasing it. A lot of people try to downplay their first love after the fact, like, I was so dumb. And yeah, maybe you were a little dumb, but love makes us all a little dumb. but you were also honest and hopeful and open-hearted. Don't erase that. That version of you was necessary. They paved the way for wiser, deeper, better loves in the future. Sometimes you forget that love, even when it ends, is not a waste. It's a teacher, and first love, she's a tough one, but she teaches well. Chapter 7. First love doesn't have to be romantic. And here's the twist. Sometimes your first real love isn't even romantic. It could be a friendship, a mentor, a pet. Anyone who showed you what it meant to love deeply and without conditions. That counts. Because love at its core is about connection. And the first time you experience that kind of deep soul-level bond, it sticks with you, no matter what form it took. Chapter 8. If you are going through it right now. If you are watching this in the middle of your first heartbreak, I see you. It feels like the end of the world, like no one else will ever understand you that way again. But trust me, one day you'll look back and realize this pain built a version of you who is stronger, softer, and wiser. Right now it's okay to cry, it's okay to replay that memories, it's okay to wonder what went wrong, but also remember, it's okay to laugh again, to flirt again, to love again. And yeah, maybe you'll still remember their laugh or the way they made you feel like the center of the universe. That's okay, it means you loved, it means you lived. Chapter 9. Why first love stays with us. Here's the truth. Your brain remembers emotional milestones. First love is a milestone. It's the moment you realize your heart could stretch beyond your own needs. It's the moment you learn that it feels like to prioritize someone else's happiness as much as your own. And maybe years later, you are in a healthier, more fulfilling relationship. But that first one, it built the scaffolding, it shapes your emotional blueprint, it made you who you are. We remember it not because it was perfect, but because it was powerful. Chapter 10. From magic to meaning. First love feels magical because it is, not because it's flawless, but because of how deeply and purely we experience it. And when it ends, that magic doesn't vanish, it transforms. You carry pieces of it into your future relationships, the hope, the courage, the lessons. And if you are lucky, you'll meet someone who sees all of that in you and loves you even more because of it. So don't regret your first love, don't wish it away. Honor it, learn from it, and then, when you are ready, love again, with a wiser heart and open eyes. If this video brought up memories for you, good or bad, I'd love to hear them in the comments. Let's talk. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe and stay soft. See you next time on Keep Calm, Margo. Bye!